And Donnie's jealous, but more so you. Oh, dude lost his mind. He ran up on you and told you to run it.
We were fighting, okay? Then he reached in his coat, and when he pulled, we struggled, man.
Yeah.
And when he pulled...
Calm down, yo, it's all good. It's all good, fam. I was there. Remember that? I was there. I saw the whole thing. It's like you said, instinct. I know you didn't try and do it. I know you didn't try and do it, man. Yeah. Anyway, I took care of all the loose ends when you ran down the flight of steps. Left me holding the bag. Yeah. So your secret is safe with me, Freak. Has been and always will be. Safe from that same morality clause that you threw in my face when I was banned from your NBA life. So, next time you want to talk about food, remember, when Dirtbike Donnie looked at you like food, who was it that saved the day? Me! It was me! Victor Van Leer, who cleaned your dirty plate for you! You're a clean freak. You clean it in the Board of Health. 'Cause of who? 'Cause of me! You got all this because of me! And don't you ever forget that! Oh, man! Hey, I just thought of something so funny. You gonna get a kick out of this. You gonna get a kick out of this. Yo, I need you to ask you for one more favor.
Yeah, that's hilarious, bruh. That's hilarious.
Hey, it might be the last favor I ever ask of you, but you gotta admit that's really fun.
Yeah, of course. Anything for FOF.
Oh, hey, says the NBA megastar, his voice dripping with the sarcasm. Hey, yo, peep this. Let me borrow this here ride, man. Hey, come on. It's not like you're gonna miss it. It's just gonna sit in your Tribeca garage next to your Aston Martin and your Lambo, and we both know they collecting dust. Yo, how many whips you got anyway?
Man, come on.
Yeah, you're right. I don't even want to know. Yo, this ride is for sure an aphrodisiac for all the hottie hots. Man, we living the life, man. My main man, Frequency Vibrations. We for sure living the dream.
I need this back at the end of the season in the same condition. Repeat, same condition.
Same condition.
That I lent it to you. Pristine, Vic.
I know what that word means. Hey, I won't let you down, man. I'm gonna treat this ride like one of my own hottie hots.
No.
No?
No, you not. Not in this car, you not. No.
All right, man. I won't let you down, okay? I will change my ways, I promise. Yo, you hungry? I'm hungry, man. Let's go get something to eat, man. Let's get some grub. Huh? What do you say? What do you say?
Wow.
Whatever, nigga. break. I didn't expect you to be here.
Coach let practice out early.
You okay? What's going on?
Same old, same old.
Wow, your shoulders are really tight. Are they stressing you out again?
Yeah.
Well, you know you always got me, right? I'm always gonna be here. Baby, I'm your ride or die. And that's
Of course. Word of my mom's.
I never had this feeling with any other woman in my life. And she gave me a different feeling, which was something I fell in love with. I never asked her to be my girlfriend. It just became that. You could tell when we started falling, like, I get a text message and she's, who is that? And it's just like, oh, so we worried now. Oh, so no more of that? All right, you know what I mean? So that's how I came to agreement.
What's different about Yvette?
Well, when you could teach me something or give me knowledge about anything, I'm already attracted to you as a person. I love learning, and she was very intellectual, and she's a very strong woman. And in this life, I need a strong woman.
I need a strong woman. Where the hell you at, my nigga? Ray Beans, what's up? I mean, Erica, what's up? Make sure you dislike and unsubscribe, you feel me?
Tough matchup tonight. We could very well end up facing these guys in the postseason.
My tech,
So
what
it's
up, man?
important to learn what we can and show them we're not about to back down. If we get it done here, it'll give us that much more confidence if
You
we see them
subscribe to
again.
me, I subscribe to you,
The
but
stakes are raising every day at this point, so I better man up.
she talking about K. Y'all make sure y'all drop a like, man. The fuck? Stop being some ass McNuggets. Give me some water. Oh. Said no views. Want a dislike. I got you. I'ma remember that when we on Fortnite and I'm the only one that can pick you up.
And now, introducing your Milwaukee Bucks.
Promo for promo, my take. You promote mine, I promote yours, bro. Help me help you.
At the center position,
Got you.
standing 6'11", number 31, John Henson. At point, at 6'6", number 5, Michael Carter Williams. The other guard, 6 feet 7 inches, number 22, Chris Middleton. A 6'5" forward from Greece, number 34, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Crazy ass name.
At the power forward position, standing 6'11", number 15, Greg Monroe. Head coach of your home team is Jason Kidd. Head coach of your home team is Jason.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. And the Bulls looking for a positive start here on their road trip. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. Number one
Got
record
your
right
boy
now in
sitting
the
on the
NBA.
sideline,
This
bench
is one of those
warming and
games when you
shit.
look at your calendar, it's circling.
Put me in, coach. Put him on his heels and take him off the dribble. That's a bet.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Well, Kevin, he knows they're looking for the season sweep tonight, and he said they'd be leaning on their big men to provide that anchor inside. He told me we've got the size to challenge shots and swat them away. That's been a big edge for us.
No, sir.
They start to look over their shoulder coming
No,
into
sir.
the lane.
Yeet.
And guys, maybe that's the reason
That's
they've
money.
been so tough to deal with.
Thank you very much, Doris. So it's mainly about defense for them early on.
Yeah, and it won't just be early. I mean, it'll be about D all game long.
Yeah, and he made that point very clearly and emphatically to Doris and his players. I think we're going to see an intense defensive performance today.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Chicago?
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
So we can't get either to fall. Vasquez, guys, remarkable consistency over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, his three-point percentage.
That's my fault.
Kevin,
That's my fault.
But that's about it. I mean, it's possible. We just need to accept that this is who he is. I mean, he's a good playmaker. He plays with great enthusiasm and energy. And we need to leave it there. Don't expect much more than that.
Mirotic against Parker. And Henson with the bucket on the assist by Parker.
That kind of power move has become a trademark of his.
Brooks outside. Butler on the wing. Back to Brooks. Good for the basket. Starting off
Bro, they kicking
1 for
out.
1
Hey,
with that shot.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Vasquez, that's good.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first.
Get the
Monroe, no
fuck
good.
out of here,
Hard
son.
to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender inside.
Oh my God, I can't believe I missed it.
And that's 11 points for Butler.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Vasquez passes to Parker. Monroe outside. Here's the screen. In the corner, Mayo with it. Feeds it to Henson. 5 on the clock. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
Very satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Shoots from the baseline, and the basket good. Parker's got his first 2 points. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. It's Chicago up 19. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.
Yeah.
And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has a lot to prove. Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg, but seems to me he's already known for being that kind of guy.
Against him, knows he looks plenty strong when you're banging with him. But if he needs to push and motivate himself by playing with a chip on his shoulder, well, a lot of guys have gone a long, long way in this league using that method.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. Rose is out there with Brooks, and it's Dunleavy in at the 3 spot. Gasol setting the pick for Brooks to the left side wing. No good from Gasol.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Oh, that's
well,
my fault, bro. I thought we had that, man.
Against the Magic delivered quite a performance. He had 11 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate us.
I say he does. I'll bet he goes off again.
That's a pretty bold prediction.
Well, Chicago has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Butler kicks to Rose. The shot's good on the assist by
these
Butler.
niggas not missing.
That's 10 points for Derrick Rose.
And for Jimmy Butler, so much improvement over his young career, especially as a shooter. His rookie year, he shot just 18% from 3. Last season, he shot 38% from there.
Henson dishes to Vasquez. Henson with the screen, off the pick. No good, in and out, off the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And there's the whistle, foul hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Getting back to Jimmy Butler's shooting, he looks fantastic with his form now. He's worked so much on his mechanics, as you know, Greg. So much dedication, and that hard work has really begun to pay off.
And you know what? Jimmy Butler should serve as an example for so many young players of what can be accomplished with the tremendous work ethic. I mean, this is a guy that shot the ball well from behind the arc, 83% from the free throw line. And you wonder, given this young man's fortitude, just how much higher those percentages go and how much better he can become.
Now here's Vasquez. He's covered by Rose. Here's Monroe.
I did not try to shoot there, bro. What?
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
In the corner, Mayo with it. Dishes to Henson. Out to the right wing. Monroe down low. And it's in. Oh, wow. He nails the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm. He was poised. Didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Bulls out front, delivering the blowout. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Pow, tell us what have been the key aspects to how this team is playing so far through the first 2 quarters.
Oh, I just had to be aggressive.
I would love to hear this. I just had to call you and see how you
We
stuck.
were defending better in the first quarter, and we were able to knock down the shots.
Pal, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
Okay, guys, that wasn't the kind of basketball I had in mind, especially on our home court. Let's go over what happened. I want to see more offense on the low block, more points inside. Let's get good position in the paint and make sharp entry passes. Those points will come if we do that. And boy, have we had some quick hands on defense. Stay aggressive. Keep going for steals because so far it's been working. We've been tormenting them. I know we're down, but I don't want that to dictate the speed we run our offense at. Good shots are the priority, not quick shots. Now let's just put that first half behind us and start fresh. Don't try to do too much too soon. We're not going to erase the lead with one basket. It's going to take a lot of chipping away.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
When you're hot, you're hot, and that's certainly been the case for Butler. He has 11 points and 5 assists.
You see? Anybody on the video, like and subscribe. Thank you very much.
Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Filling out the wings, it's Middleton and Antetokounmpo. John Henson out there with Monroe. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. So many people overlooked Pau Gasol prior to last season, seem to think that Clark, he was past his prime.
Well, he was a starter in the All-Star game and a huge reason the Bulls played as well as they did. It was a big season for him. A lot of GMs shaking their heads for not going harder.
41 to 16. Y'all see that?
You know, and with Pau Gasol, it was weird to think that the Lakers were just so ready to let him go and move on.
Shooting two.
I'm winning. I'm not winning. Appreciate that, Jeremy. Nah, Eric, I'm losing right now. If that's winning, I don't know what you call losing.
And the first one drops.
That's bad.
And with the skill set that Pau has and the year he had,
he just beat the Rockets, though. I don't see how we not beating the Bulls.
At a high level. Again, one of those guys that never been reliant on the athletic ability to have an impact.
Come sit over here.
And he can't hit the second.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
Getting back to Rose, it's his extraordinary hand
Hold on, don't
that
turn it on
allows
yet.
him to get anywhere on the floor. Such confidence in the way he dribbles and drives.
To make this
whether
comeback,
it's getting
though.
up in a position to set up a teammate, taking himself.
That's wishful thinking.
He's the one very best at controlling that ball.
It's a great point. I mean, guys like D. Rose, Chris Paul, Steph Curry, Kyrie, they all
Turn
have
on.
maximized that skill. I mean, the thing that separates him and puts him in that Russell Westbrook category is the pure physical strength.
You gotta do
when
it the other
healthy,
way.
he's able to play with.
That free throw, no good. Clark, when you take
That's
a look
in
at
front
John
request.
Henson, you see
Yeah,
one
bro, you
thing,
can send me a
length.
friend request, bro.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan
Wow.
at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5
Still on
inches
Fortnite, Erica?
greater.
A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Jabari Parker's checked in for Henson. Mayo comes in for Carter Williams. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Taj Gibson's checked in for Gasol. Mirotic comes in for Dunleavy. Tony Snell's checked in for Butler.
Get that out of here.
And Brooks subbed in for Rose.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
First free throw is good.
Getting back to Henson, last year was an odd one for him. I mean, he was starting. Then in February, he was benched in favor of Zaza Pachulia. That might be a hint to Henson that he needs to put a little more work into his game to maintain a place in the rotation.
And both free throws good for Brooks.
You know, another point of contention between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
6 to shoot. And Monroe kicks to Parker. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
One shot.
And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction
man,
it
I
has
take this
currently
call
right
right
now.
quick.
Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard now, but having a restriction is something that I think has helped the NBA. I actually would like to see it be 20 years old.
Me too. Poked away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
Chicago's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Noah the screen. And here is Brooks. He's got 6, and it's going to be a 3-second call.
Second violation. Bucks foul.
.127 left in the third quarter. Vasquez with it. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game.
Stick it too much.
Out to Monroe. Clock at 6. Screen by Monroe. Monroe's shot is good. Monroe's got his second bucket.
Nice physicality displayed by Monroe to set that shot up.
Brooks outside. Shoots from the elbow. Got a piece of it. Mirotic. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Monroe the pass to Mayo. Here's Vasquez. He dishes it to Monroe. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Brooks outside. Here's Snell, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
How about that screen by Noah?
Now here's Mayo. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Lets it go from deep. No good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Bulls out front, running away with it. And we'll get going after this from the BMO Harris Bradley Center. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. The Bucks shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. They've got Tony Snell. Portis is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's McDermott, and it's Heinrich in at the point. Here's Middleton. The shot is off, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Now the dish to Snell. Down low. Nice shot by McDermott. McDermott's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Bulls. Here is Bayless, guarded by Heinrich.
Move the ball. It's sticking
They set the screen. Middleton right side. Shot clock at 6. Trying to break that ice cold streak. And that one hits back iron.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors.
What type of games you be playing, Jeremy?
Working them, fighting for every.
Different look for Milwaukee.
I'm a BO3 head.
Comes in
I like
for
Black
Chris
Ops.
Middleton. And Monroe subbed in for Vaughn. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Portis. Dunleavy comes in for Doug McDermott. Butler, he's checked in for Tony Snell.
Get on, get on.
And it's Rose in for Kirk Heinrich. And Rose wide open. He shoots.
No, Rose
On
ain't
the
hit no
off
3.
target. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. It's tipped.
That's us. That's us.
And that'll be Milwaukee as it goes out of bounds. Bucks retain
Make sure you
possession.
subscribe for me. Barcode.
Pass on that
Drop
one,
a
but
like.
Sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time
Appreciate
the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Mirotic is
Doing a
checked
lot
in
for your boy.
Chicago.
Right here,
Against Noah.
Right here, man.
Now here's
Bro.
Plumlee. Tight defense on him. Just 4 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I don't know why you held the ball that long any damn way, bro.
For lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot
This
allow
is a
him
bad
to get those
game
kinds
for
of
you,
looks.
boy, man.
Rose dishes to Butler.
Deal.
Bayless grabs the board.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last
one.
year's preseason, they began
Tap it one more time.
with the 10-minute quarters.
Hit it, the
Players
bottom part.
seem to
Hit the
like
bottom
it,
part.
but it
No,
would
that
be
part.
a huge change
Come here.
philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
And Clark with the 10-minute quarters, the players felt like they were fresher during the game, still removing
Make sure
8
y'all
minutes
click
from
that
NBA
bell, too, to
game.
get notifications,
Does have
man, when
huge
I'm-
consequences.
Well,
I
we
start
must
streaming.
remember it's being experimented with right now, so keep that in mind. They also talked about shortening the preseason and doing other things to keep players fresher during the year. I like the thought process.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now.
Wow.
Gibson comes in for Mike Dunleavy, and Tony Snell subbed in for Butler.
And in college, guys, Miles Plumlee had an unusual
Come on, bro.
competitor at his position. It was his younger brother, Mason. I mean, they actually had to compete against one another for playing time.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Here's Bayless. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Restoration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. Guys, they have played so well this season, I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
And you can rock the brooms now, fellas. They've found a way to defeat this opponent all 4 games this year.
That's enough.
Finishing
All
out a
enough.
clean sweep for their season series against the Bucks.
And
Hit the
so
bottom
many
part one
key
more time.
players that you could point to tonight, but in
Bro,
particular,
everybody done
a
left
great
out the
game
stadium.
for
I'm
Butler.
dead.
Just an outpouring of points
There's
from
nobody
him.
in the
Nobody
stadium
could
right
do
now,
much
bro.
to keep him from dropping it in.
Give me that ball, son.
And so Chicago takes this
Come
one,
here.
and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it,
You gotta forget about
that's
that one.
how to get it done on the road.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over
You
to
turn
Doris
it off.
Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm here with Pau Gasol. And Pau, what's the mentality that you bring into a game to allow you to be at your most effective rhythm?
Well, I just got to come out really aggressive, just trying to pound the boards, just forget about the shots that I can miss, or if I don't get a certain amount of touches, I just got to be aggressive and I got to get in the paint. So that's how I'm most effective, and that's what gets me going too.
Well, you certainly got into a great rhythm, Pal. Thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Well, you know, when Butler's on the court, he's going to come at you in all sorts of ways. I mean, defensively, offensively, this guy can just flat out play. Let's not forget, he's an all-star, too.
His work distributing the basketball was tremendous.
You don't want to see no highlights from the
And
game.
that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille.
Yeah, send him in.
That's crazy, bro. All right,
Daisy.
so right there.
How are you?
We do some
Good to see you
tea.
again.
My pleasure.
Freak. Great game last night.
That's what I do, right?
Indeed. Have a seat. Pagnotti.
How you doing?
Thought you'd be selling used cars by now.
Funny, comedian. I thought you would have invested in some new clothes, being a team owner and all. I see you still rocking that Goodwill look.
Freak, what are you hanging around with this guy for? You know he's bad company, right?
Got no choice. He helps me pay the bills. Plus, our mother loves him.
Thank you all for coming by on such short notice. So you know why we're here, right?
Not really.
You want to negotiate an extension for Freak, right?
Well, since you mentioned it, your client is quickly becoming a liability for this organization.
We've already put a plan in
Let
place
me
that's going to
finish,
address all your
Dom,
concerns
please.
and issues.
Let me finish. Thank you. Myself, the front office, and the coaches are not satisfied with the adjustments you've made in your life off the court. I personally warned you about the company you keep, and we're fed up with the late nights and showing up late to shoot-arounds and the bad press and the incident at at the nightclub. I told you Vic was going to be your downfall, and I was right. Something has to change now, or we're not going to need your services any longer.
If this is about that Twitter stuff, Vic was playing. Okay, it was a joke.
It's not about that. It's everything.
Like I told you before, Vic is my best friend. I can't just cut him off. He's practically family.
Not really. What exactly are you trying to say?
I'm not trying to say anything, Dom. I'm saying it. Freak and his friend Vic are a problem for me and this organization. And I called you in here to figure out how we all together can fix this problem. And right now, I'm only seeing one solution.
I agree that Freak may need to make some adjustments in his personal life off the court, but that's a learning process. We both know that. But this almost sounds like a threat. And Dom Pagnotti doesn't take too kindly to threats. Is this a threat?
Call it what you will.
We all know that Vic is a problem. The only person who doesn't seem to realize that is my brother. Sorry, bro, but enough is enough.
I don't have a problem with what you're saying. I have a problem with how you're saying it. Now, I know we can come to some understanding without all the ultimatums or threats.
Can we all come to a understanding, a compromise?
No, no more compromises. I already warned Freak. I told you. Don't be a hero. Cut that zero. It's cut Vic loose, or we trade Freak. It's that simple.
Fine, we'll go sign with another team.
Good luck with that, Pagnotti. Because of Vic, Freak's reputation precedes him.
No, because of Freak's God-given talent, his reputation precedes him.
Everybody's been talking. Dom, you know how this works. This is not about you and me and our history. This is about your client. Help him.
You talking as if I'm invisible. You talking around me, about me, but not to me. Vic has always had my back. And I've given this team everything I got. I practice hard. I play hard. Yeah, some nights I got it, some nights I don't. Some days I might even show up a little late to shoot arounds. But every time I'm on that court, I've always given my best. And I see how it is, though. I mean, us players got to be loyal to you, but you don't have to be loyal to us players. Try to give me some father and son talk, talking about how you love your players and how you look up for them. Come on, man. You trying to cut me off, cut off Izzy. Don't you have people loyal to you no matter what? People you can't cut off? Well, that's me and Vic. Vic and me. Y'all insist, really. They could tell me stop hanging with Vic. What makes you think they won't tell me stop talking to you? You remember in 7th grade, some guys were trying to jump me over some girl. Vic was the one to get some friends just to walk me home. And when they came, we went at it, but I wasn't alone. When I got my scholarship, it was Vic who put the word on the streets that nobody should mess with me because I had a future. Vic was protecting me. And sir, I know Vic is crazy. But before all the hype and the lights, media, fans, it was just me and Vic. He's always been there.
That was it. That was all you had.
Y'all don't like that. I don't know what to say.
It hurts me to say
You don't know what to say.
but I see his point. What you don't understand is that the league doesn't have your back anymore. Not like they used to. They try, but it's too much. Social media has changed everything. And this last incident with Vic, that was the final straw.
It was a joke.
It wasn't funny. You know it wasn't a joke. Vic was defending you, stepping in to protect your honor by attacking another teammate like that? Talking about his manhood, his wife, his kids, his family, so you can be the big dog on the court? That's uncalled for.
And they all know your relationship with Vic, so they think it's coming from you.
But that's the media blowing everything out of proportion as usual.
It's not just the media. He's attacking other players, other teams. He's out of control. Vic just doesn't know how to behave.
We got guys on our squad who don't want to be here because of that beef. There is no place for that kind of inappropriate behavior in this league. If you can't trust your teammates, who can you trust?
What Vic is doing isn't right. He's bringing you down, and people can see it. I see how all the other players are looking at you. Oh, it's not cool. It's not cool at all.
What, don't talk to him? Don't hang with him?
You do what you got to do. That's your call. But let me tell you this. You asked me if I had friends that I couldn't cut off? Yeah, I did for a while. Friends, business partners, girlfriends, wives, family that I thought I couldn't cut off. But I learned that sometimes you got to make the hard decisions. I mean, some of these people, they were just bad for me. They were bringing me down. They weren't making me better. They were good for the time that they were there, but I grew up. Not in age and maturity, but in mind and spirit. I was ready for the next level in my life. And I'll be honest with you, I've been on the receiving end of that. I've been cut off before myself, and yeah, it hurt at the time. But looking back, they were doing the right thing for me. Just don't tell my ex-wife that, Pagnotti.
So what's the next move?
The next move is Freaks. It always has been. Question is he ready and willing to do what needs to be done?
This is messed up.
You take a moment to think about it, but think long, think wrong. The snafu should be cleaned up a long time ago. With or without you, we got games to win.
Freak, you gotta handle your business.
Okay, we've all said our piece. You might cut me off as your manager, but I will always be your sister. Twin, this is on you. You might not like it, but I will respect any decision you make.
Think long, think wrong.
Yvette, please.
It shit like a box.
Cece,
Yvette,
where's Dom?
I had him call you.
Why?
I'm gonna cut right to the chase. My brother is deeply in love with you, and I'm ready to put our differences aside if you are.
Really?
On a string.
I'm with it.
Team Freak.
Team Freak.
All right, so if you're gonna be down with the team, I gotta show you the dap.
The dap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, like this.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, shoot, swish.
Swish.
Yeah.
The fuck? You talking about swish? The
1,
fuck?
2, 3.
Swish.
Yeah.
Fuck
Okay.
out of here.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
I know. After this, I'm finna get my ass on BO3 or something. Whatever.
No. I said pay by your own self.
Can't believe the regular season's done. Some of those games I can barely remember, but we did it. We made the playoffs. And tonight, I make my postseason debut. I wasn't sure I'd be here as a rookie, but I can't wait to see what this team can do. Like KG said, anything's possible. So let's go chase that title.
What did that say, sit down?
We're at the jam-packed BMO Harris Bradley Center. Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and O.J. Mayo. And the Hawks making a
Look
change
like he
here as
from
well.
Wakanda.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Kyle Korver. And so in the game for the Hawks, Millsap at power forward with Horford at the center. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Teague, and it's Cephalosha in at the small forward position. Milwaukee leading by 5. Monroe the basket. Carter Williams. High shot from 10 feet out. Carter Williams has got 10 points.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Cephalosha kicks to Millsap. Now the dish to Horford. Falls back and drains the fadeaway jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Monroe outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Schroeder kicks to Horford.
Oh, you can't let him get behind you, son.
Off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
The feed to Carter Williams. Parker outside. Back to Carter Williams. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
You can put Coach in the crowd that feels game 1 is the most important game in the series. He said to take the first game on the road would put us in the driver's seat from a mental advantage as well as a home court advantage.
Bro.
Guys.
And thank you for that, Doris.
This nigga must be cross-eyed as hell.
Teague drives in. Baseline J on
the
way.
We up.
Can't get it to
Give
go.
me that thing.
And Milwaukee the other
one-on-one.
Vasquez, this is Monroe. It's stolen by Schroeder. Back to Teague.
Get on.
Cephalosha kicks to Teague. Picked by Horford. Here's Schroeder. That's good. And so Teague with the assist. Schroeder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Vasquez passes to Monroe. Middleton left side. And not gonna go. He misses the first attempt on the night.
Yeah, this is
dishes to Cephalosha. Can't hit.
Tell you what, guys, his size really comes into play when there's a rebound battle going on. He's got an advantage.
Yeah, this 16.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
The drive, bro.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Stephanie, you need to live stream that Friday the 13th, fool. So everybody can tune in on that.
No good on the free throw. Jared Bayless has checked in for Monroe. Atlanta also making some changes here. Scotty's checked in for Horford. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha. Good on the second free throw.
I mean, right now, if you want to, you can, yeah.
20 seconds.
I want to see that. I want to see it too, though. Cool.
For Monroe. Parker comes in for Chris Middleton. And Monroe subbed in for Vasquez. And Atlanta will go for a different
I'm just have to put my comments
Horford
on the side so I can see
Splitter.
who be coming.
Millsap comes in for Scott.
Bro, you should have kicked it out to me, son.
Checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's Korver in for T.
Uh-huh.
The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Monroe is out there with Jared Bayless. And it's Henson in at the pivot spot. Manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Now,
that's my fault. That's my fault.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Boy ain't got no shot. He was wide open. Good shot.
And the Bucks miss again.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over.
Yeah, I see
with the ball. Now Monroe defending. Here's Horford, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
Good game for Horford. He's got 11 points and the 1 steal.
And guys, really impossible to say where he's been better, offensively or defensively.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he's not missed a beat at either end. That's obvious.
And the Bucks with some changes. O.J. Mayo is checked in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Carter Williams in for Jared Bayless. And Al Horford drops them both.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
At the line for 2.
Boy, he cut that shit off his head, though.
And the second free throw, good. The Hawks trail by 3. Picked by Horford. Schroeder kicks to Korver.
Get that shit out of here, boy.
O.J. Mayo pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Monroe outside. Carter Williams against Horford. 5 on the clock. Carter Williams, the pass to Parker.
Ooh.
No good.
Oh, man, come on now.
Taking it the other way.
Yeah, I could have gave him that.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak
That's
in
my
the
fault.
last matchup against the Pacers made some terrific plays. He had 9 points and played some lockdown defense as well, causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He was just too much to handle as he came off the bench to turn in a great outing, guys. They hope it continues.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need
patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. Forcing the issue too much.
Just deadly. They were the most accurate shooting guards in the regular season. Kyle Korver on top.
And he is not a waster. The most of the good looks he gets, and if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly right there, but don't take away from the fact that he's a tremendous pure shooter as well. Even when he's got a hand right in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Schroeder kicks to Millsap. Pass to Cephalosha. Dishes it to Schroeder. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Carter Williams.
101.
Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Horford with the screen on Carter Williams. Schroeder passes to Horford. Rebounded by the Bucks. Carter Williams with it. He's got 12. Monroe wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Monroe's got 5 points so far.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And now, your Milwaukee Bucks answer.
What? Yeah.
For the Bucks, Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Henson. Chris Middleton comes in for Monroe, and it's Vasquez in for Michael Carter Williams. Atlanta also making some changes here. Splitters checked in for Horford. Justin Holiday comes in for Cephalosha. And it's Teague in for Dennis Schroeder. Outside Holiday. The pass to Splitter. The Hawks working the ball around. Kicks to Teague. Right wing. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. That three off the mark.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Mayo with it. Picked up by Teague. Here's Monroe. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. And now a 5-point Milwaukee lead. Outside Teague. It's stolen by Vasquez. It's stolen by Teague. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. Splitter sets a screen. Can they get it? And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
For Atlanta, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots.
Still, if you still watching, I'm finna tune in to your Friday the 13th stream in a minute. You did. As soon as I get through with this game.
First one falls for him. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jabari Parker. And Jared Bayless subbed in for O.J. Mayo. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Scott's checked in. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first.
I'm gonna come tune in just a little bit if you still on here. As soon as I get through with this game. Cause I wanna see that. I wanna see the Friday the 13th stream. Just trying to stay on my live right quick so I can see the comments.
All right, we got a few things to cover before the second half.
What? What you say?
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. Those checked in for the Bucks. And then for Atlanta, Muscala comes in for Paul Millsap. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Teague. On the court for Atlanta, they've got Muscala, Dennis Schroeder.
Oh, get on me.
Then there's Horford. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3 spot. He feeds it to Korver. 6 to shoot. Horford up top from about 19 feet. That's in for his 8th bucket tonight. A hot 8 for 11 shooting so far.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part
Big
of
man
why
ball.
the lead is what it
Big
is.
man ball. Get in there.
The shot is good. 8 points for Greg Monroe.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Shooter kicks to Horford. Horford gets a wide open look. Here's Muscala.
Come on.
Lays it up and banks it in. Muscala's got the lead up to 3 now for the Hawks.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Korver against Monroe. Feeds it to Parker. A second chance effort.
And one.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
The Bucks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Henson. Chris Middleton comes in for Parker, and it's Vasquez in for Carter Williams. And then for Atlanta, Splitter's checked in for Horford. Scott comes in for Michael Muscala.
Top ball game, baby.
Subbed in for Thabo Cephalosha.
Top ball game, baby.
6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Now here's Schroeder, guarded closely.
Get on him, double up. Re-up.
And he gets it to
Oh, man.
Oh, no. Bad time to slip up there, Kevin. They got to stay focused.
Oh!
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
The Hawks have knocked down 8 of 9
Oh,
free throw
man.
attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Oh, man. I had a technical for using bad language. That's crazy, bro.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's the screen.
Ooh.
Now here's
That would have been
Vasquez.
sweet.
He's guarded by Schroeder. Vasquez can't get it to go. Korver,
Yeah.
no luck.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Atlanta.
Defensively, they've played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's 1:47 left in the third. Schroeder passes to Splitter. Sinks that one from the post.
Come on, y'all got to D up.
Splitter's got 6.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Fires, high post. Middleton can't get it to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Holiday attacking. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now Vasquez. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Monroe against Holiday. Now here is Monroe. Tight defense on him, and the Bucks miss again. Atlanta leading by 3.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to
D
get a
up.
quick look
Ooh.
and try to get another possession after that.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Atlanta's gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Monroe in a 2-guard. Jabari Parker is out there with Greg Monroe. And it's Michael Carter-Williams, and it's Henson in its center. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Offensive rebound. Aston Muscala. Splitter sets a screen. Second shot opportunity, and right on target with the switch. And the Hawks lead by 6.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
Carter-Williams kicks to Monroe.
Bro.
Second chance effort. No good.
What?
Nice D from Scott. And now they decide to foul intentionally. It's the first that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game.
Tight pass
12 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he gets it to go.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Shooting.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth. Middleton for three. Here's Monroe. Off on that one. And so the Hawks take the win. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game two.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Al, a very productive offensive night for you. What allowed you to be so effective in getting your scoring opportunities?
The guys were just finding me, and so it kind of freed me up a little bit and allowed me to get more shots. And we were flying around the whole game.
Well, congratulations on such a solid night offensively, guys.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the East.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Al Horford. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot. And that will wrap up this round one broadcast.
Everything to you, Freak. And I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect that in you. You're a man of conviction. But it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm going to call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm going to get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're going to love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested. We now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. Have you been in contact with Vic? Yo, Freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars, Dom.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is...
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of Freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, Freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Whew, Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gasket. Okay, Freak. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional one. The larger the markets, the greater resources at your disposal and exposure for you. But if you don't allocate these resources properly, then it's just a big spotlight on you as you lose.
Well, thank you kindly, big sis.
She's right, Freak.
Thanks, Don.
Absolutely. Team Freak. That's what we're about.
Oh, whoa, I don't know if I like this.
What?
Dom and CC high-fiving like that?
I mean, yeah, why you got so certain I'm gonna lose?
Whoa. No one thinks you're going to lose.
You guys sure sound like it.
We just want you to select a franchise that has great coaching, super talent, exposure, but most importantly, a ton of cap space. If the team doesn't win and you're to blame, at least you won't be broke, capiche?
Capiche.
Also, you should make sure it's somewhere you want to raise a family, but no pressure.
You guys have made this decision so much easier.
What did Mom and Dad say?
You know what they say. I mean, but honestly, I'm torn. I've heard and listened to what you've all had to say. Don't take this the wrong way. There's just one person I haven't heard from, and that's Vic.
Lord, help us.
Dad, what kind of game is this?
It's Friday the 13th.
Yo, Vic, where you at? I've been trying to call you, man. Hit me back.
You know him. He's probably somewhere too loud to hear his phone.
I don't know. I think Vic's actually upset with me.
Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno y vengo como un libro abierto, ansiosa de aprender la historia no contada de nuestros ancestros, con el viento que dejaron los abuelos y que vive en cada pensamiento de esta amada tierra. Quien sabe cuidarlo es quien de verdad la quiera. Vengo para mirar de nuevo, para ver lo cierto y despertar el ojo ciego, sin miedo, tú y yo. Descolonicemos lo que nos enseñaron, con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado. Vengo con la mirada, vengo con la palabra, esa palabra hablada. Vengo sin temor a no perder nada. Vengo como el niño que busca de su morada la entrada al origen, la vuelta de su cruzada. Vengo a buscar la historia silenciada, la historia de una tierra saqueada. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones. Vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a el mundo de nuevo. Vengo con mis ideas como escudo, con el sentir humano, a vivir este mundo donde el hombre nuevo busca el contrapunto. Vengo humano, vengo como tú, en busca de la huella, de la pieza del árbol y de su corteza, que guarda en su memoria que el canto de victoria cuando vimos de la tierra lloramos con tal euforia. Ya abrimos así nuestros brazos tan encadilados y nos acurrucamos al origen de los tiempos, a la fuente del universo donde yace el sentimiento de vivir este comienzo. Vengo con la sangre roja, con los pulmones llenos de rimas en mi boca, con los ojos rasgados, con la tierra en las manos. Venimos con el mundo y venimos con su canto. Vengo a construir un sueño, el brillo de la vida que habita en el hombre nuevo. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con el mundo y vengo con los pájaros, vengo con las flores y los árboles, sus cantos. Vengo con el cielo y sus constelaciones. Vengo con el mundo y todas sus estaciones. Vengo agradecida al punto de partida. Vengo con la madera, la montaña y la vida. Vengo con el aire, el agua, la tierra y el fuego. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo a mirar el mundo de nuevo. Vengo en busca de respuestas con el manojo lleno. Vengo buscando un ideal de un mundo sin clase que se pueda levantar. Vengo con nuestro pelo negro, con pómulos marcados, con el orgullo indio en el alma tatuado.
All right.
All right. Hello. Okay, well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I especially like to thank God, my Lord and Savior, my family, my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti, twin sister and manager, Cece, my lady. Thank you guys for all your support. I'd also like to thank all the fans, and all the people out there who consider themselves an FOF, friend of free. My free agency has been nothing short of amazing. And frankly, it has been a dream come true. But like most dreams, the reality is very different from what I imagined. Though I wouldn't change a thing about this period and the time I spent in the NBA, I can honestly say that nothing has been more gratifying and more difficult than choosing where to play next year. I sought the wise counsel of my loved ones. Nothing puts me at ease more than knowing that regardless of my decision, you guys will be there for me no matter what. Now, there are so many wonderful teams in the league, each filled with stellar talent and all vying to be number one. For me, there's nothing more important than winning and surrounding myself with those who feel just as passionately about the game as I do and have an unrelenting desire to win a championship ring. That's what matters most to me. It is for this reason, above all, I've decided to choose the Brooklyn Nets.